I'm Greg Cangialosi. I'm the president and CEO of Blue Sky Factory. We're an email service provider based in Baltimore, and we help our clients maximize the email marketing channel.
And so tell me a little bit about some tips for people kind of getting started, looking to improve their email marketing. Let's start maybe with tips around building a list. So for smaller companies, what are some good ways to build a list?
Well, the best way I think to build a list is, we talked about this earlier, is asking permission either at the point of contact, face-to-face, business cards, obviously on your website. Every single page of your website should have at least a little text form where you can at least submit your email address, tell people you're signing up for a newsletter, whether it's monthly, quarterly, whatever. Collect business cards at every possible event. The other thing I like to do is mention is on search marketing. A lot of people are doing a lot of search marketing, paid search marketing on landing pages. Sometimes people don't want to fill out and become a complete lead, but they'll be open to subscribing to your email newsletter. So that's another tactic that we've seen work. It's basically all about asking. It's all about the permission, and it's something that doesn't happen overnight. So you have to be committed to it. You have to stick with it, and work your tail off to build a list. And even if you start with just 100 names or 50 names. You start mailing to those people and ask them to spread the word for you. You'd be surprised how many people are willing to do that for you.
And then so then once you've built a list, then maybe what are your top kind of 2 or 3 tips to make sure that your email marketing program is successful?
Oh, that's a good one. The top tip I would say is be consistent. There's nothing worse than having somebody sign up for something. First, number one, acknowledge them. At the point of opt-in or submission, as soon as you hit that submit button and they hit your database, send them a trigger welcome email. It says, thanks for filling out, thanks for joining the email list. We're going to send you, tell them what you're going to send them, when you're going to send them, and always, of course, give them the option to edit their preferences at any point in time, change their email. If you have different other publications that you're starting to produce and writing, let them opt into other things. But the big tip is to be consistent. Don't let 6 months go by after you sent your last email. Hit them at least once a month with a basic newsletter, if that's at the very least that you're doing. What it does is it keeps loyalty and retention, and it builds mind share with your audience, whether your prospects, whether your current customers, whatever it may be. Hit them often, but hit them often also with relevant content. So it's free. It's getting permission. It's welcoming them to your list. It's hitting them with targeted, relevant content on a consistent schedule, and also giving them control.
And so, beyond consistency, what are some of the metrics people should measure? What are the most important metrics for email marketing, maybe?
Sure. Well, there's a lot of talk about that in the industry right now. Open rates, there's less of a focus on open rates because images are disabled, and a lot of people are reading emails that are being sent without images loading. So if your ESP software is not, if you notice an overall open rate drop, it's kind of an industry-wide thing. So it's not you. Click-through rate is obviously a good one. Depends on what kind of marketing you're doing as well. If it's just a newsletter and you're looking for people to click back, there might not be a conversion point. So in that case, it's click-through rate. A lot of our clients are tracking all the way through down to a conversion, a sale, signing up for an event. It could be a lead, whatever it may be. So in that case, that's marketing, that's the Uber metric. But look at things like list growth, look at things like your opt-out rate, look at things like your bounce rate. Keep your eye on your overall list metrics. Any good ESP technology should have that built in so you can kind of monitor where you're going, or if you're getting stagnant. Also do some trend analysis. Some people just kind of bullet through and kind of blow through their email marketing and don't look at historics. Analyze Q1 versus Q2. If you have a monthly newsletter, put one month against another. See what kind of trends you're picking up. What's piquing people's interest? What subjects that your content you're putting out there that people are actually showing interest in? And then measure your marketing emails that are maybe direct response against each other, and compare and contrast, because there's so much data in the metrics. It'll show you how to improve your overall program.
Okay, great. Any final words of wisdom for people trying to do some email marketing besides the things you've already talked about?
Just get started. Really. A lot of people they don't have a program. This is serious stuff. So we were just talking about an editorial calendar. Have an editorial calendar. If you don't have resources, you got to make the time. You can outsource it if you have to, but try to control the message. But get yourself on the calendar so that you have a consistent time to send, and so that people get to build that relationship with you through the medium. So just start. Just get going.
Great. All right. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Mike.